Can you tell me about some of the things that you're currently working on?
Yep. Yep. So I guess there's a few different arms to what I do, being an activist, then being an academic as well, and then being someone that's kind of in the community too. So as an activist, I'm trying to really push getting our first lived and living experience agency going in Victoria. So in Los Angeles, they have like a peer resource centre, kind of like a multicultural resource centre, or like a Jewish resource centre, where people with lived experience can just come together as a community and whatever, have events, have groups, have just a space to feel safe with their peers. I'm really pushing for that, to have like a drop-in type service in Melbourne, in the city, particularly for our homeless population as well, as there's, again, a lot of homelessness is medicalised as madness, or madness is medicalised as a diagnosis when it's just people struggling. So I'm pushing for that. I've been involved in the Mental Health Wellbeing Act, and been really involved in having support for general practitioners in primary health care, given their item lines don't allow for much time to work with people, which means that a lot of social presentation, social issues then get medicalised. It's easier to give an antidepressant seeing someone for 20 minutes than it is to actually hear someone's story and actually address like the root cause of people's issues. So I've been a big advocate on having peer navigators and social workers in primary healthcare settings. So I'm involved in that, as well as, putting together material for, around like MAD studies in the MAD movement for our consumer community. I'm involved in strategic plans and frameworks for, some local community health organisations around lived experience. Academically, I'm publishing a lot at the moment in MAD studies around what MAD studies is, what it means, what it looks like. My upcoming PhD will be looking at how madness can transform the global industrial complex of mental health. No mean feat, really. So I'm really curious as to how a PhD can result in both the outcome of what does transformation look like from mad people, but then as a matter of process, it's also galvanizing the movement. If I'm getting together 50, mad mental health activists around the world and bringing them together for, in-depth, semi-structured interviews and then consciousness-raising focus groups, I'm inadvertently bringing and galvanizing the movement together and the key players of the movement, which is absolutely my subversive intention. So I'm very keen to continue that work, continue writing and publishing, and also through TACFLI, through my own organisation, the Australian Centre for Lived Experience. We're about to launch a MAD merchandise brand, which is all about sending out those messages around what saneism looks like, around, fuck the DSM, around, oppression not being an illness. I'm keen to look at alternative ways of like doing advocacy as well, whether that's through social media platforms or through merchandise. I think that's most of what I'm doing at the moment.
How can an individual